Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I'm continuing my series in my teddy bear junk journal. Last time we went through and picked out pages, and then I showed you how I picked out all of my elements to make belly bands and the lace and everything I do when I go to the sewing machine in my junk journals. So today I wanted to show you a little bit of the sewing. Stick on with me. We'll head on over to the sewing machine and I'll do a little bit of sewing. Alright guys, so what I do is I start from the back and I just go through each page and do the sewing on both ends here. So when I have a page like this where I want to do stitching here and here and there's a fold, I unfold it first and I do that stitching, and then I go back and do the stitching when it's folded. So I'll just go ahead and do this here. When I stitch on the number 4, which is on my sewing machine is the biggest zigzag on the sewing machine, and then I put the spacing up to 4, which is the biggest stitch that'll go on that zigzag stitch. So I'm going to do this one first. I use regular plain old thread and a standard needle. And then at the beginning and at the end, I hold it so it does a few stitches to keep it in, as opposed to doing a back stitch. Sometimes I'll do a back stitch when I have like delicate paper or lace, because it'll move it too much or it might tear the paper. So now I'm going to stitch the bottom here. And I usually like to use a coordinating thread or an alternate, whatever works well with the colors of my fabric or the colors of the book, the paper and everything. This kind of got a little caught in there. Oops. Whoa, sorry. And then I'm going to go ahead and stitch this one. I actually want to, let's see, I want to do a side pocket, so I'm going to stitch it on 3 sides. So just like that. So there's a pocket there. Now I'm just going to stitch it right along here and there, and I'll turn it on this side. And on this side, you just want to make sure that you get your stitching to the right side of your pocket so you don't sew the pocket closed. So now I'm going to go ahead and stitch on this side. So for this next page, I'm going to stitch here and here, so there's a belly band here, and then I'm going to stitch on 3 sides here to make a pocket into this fabric. So for my last stitch on this piece, I want to do a ruffle with a strip of fabric. So I just place the paper where I want it, place the fabric where I want it. In this case, it's about 1/2 inch in. I pinch it the first time and put it under the foot, close the foot, and then go ahead and pinch another ruffle and go ahead and start. And then stop and pinch and just continue that all the way down to your, at the bottom. So that just makes a really nice ruffle if you don't have any pre-made ruffle trim, and that way you can incorporate any fabric that you're using on your project into the trims of your scrapbook or whatever it is you're sewing. So a rule of thumb is I kind of make my strip about 1.5 times longer, or like half a length longer than what the actual length of the page is, and that way it gives me enough fabric to cinch up and it will make a nice little ruffle on the side. So now I'm just going to continue on with my sewing. I'll put it on fast forward. I may not show you all of the sewing because that would just take forever and ever. So I'll just show a little bit more, and then I'll be back for my closing at the end. so I finished all the sewing, so I'll just do a quick flip through here. There's lots of tuck spots. Here's how I did that lace, or the ruffle there with the fabric. Pockets. Yeah, so I think it turned out really super cute. Come back for my last installment. The next video will be finishing up with final embellishments and adding tags and things like that, and then sewing it into the cover. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.